Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Singles Only. Wow, that is actually a pretty interesting name for the show, not gonna lie. But for today's episode, you have me playing Aminatou the Fate Shifter and Khris playing Phelia Exuberant Shepherd. It's gonna be an interesting matchup between one of the premier control decks of the meta. Yes, control, we're not playing the Reanimator version, much to our editor's behest, and also one of the premier aggro decks in the meta, making waves in MTGO with Phelia Exuberant Shepherd. Now, without further ado, let the games begin!
And hello, my name is Khris, and I'm so excited to highlight one of the newest decks coming out of MH3, which is Phelia Exuberant Shepherd. Being mono white is very unique, especially in the Duel Commander meta. You have a lot of tools that you could play with, lots of interactions, but usually it's not enough to push out the multicolored decks. But Phelia is really powerful in terms of its ability and its deck itself, just being able to overpower and overrun any kind of deck it runs into. You'll be surprised how well this deck does.
This time around, I'll be playing Aminatou the Fate Shifter. My last time on the show with Beamtown Bullies is quite difficult, so I'm gonna try to play one of my favorite decks in the meta. Is it one of the strongest decks? No. Is it one of the most simplest decks to play? Also no. But is it one of the most fun decks? It is to me, but unfortunately, not to my opponents and not to the editor of this episode. Aminatou the Fate Shifter is a control deck. There are multiple ways to build her. You can build her as a Reanimator deck because of her -1 ability, which allows you to flicker or exile a permanent you own and have it appear on the battlefield again. The idea is to abuse enter the battlefield triggers with enchantments such as Out of Time, Omen of the Sea, enough to stall the game and draw out your win conditions like Rest in Peace and Helm of Obedience to mill your deck, to mill your opponent's deck, or Jace the Mind's Jace, Wielder of Mysteries and Tainted Pact to draw from an empty library. The control version uses a lot of other things that your Reanimator doesn't, so it's going to be a different deck altogether, but I hope it's going to give you guys an idea of how Aminatou can be one of the most flexible commanders in Duel Commander today. Alright, Khris, welcome to the game. Good luck.
Good luck, Benj.
Good luck. Man. And we roll dice. Let's use your comically large dice.
It's good. It's good for videos. Look.
I know, but it's funny, you know. It's huge, man. Alright, let's see. I rolled a 7. That's not so bad.
Decent. This could be a weapon.
Yeah, I know, right? You rolled a 2. I'm in. I'm sorry.
All good.
3, 4, 6, 7. So
typical control player.
I know, right? We're gonna need all the help we can get versus a deck like yours.
We are playing a very unique deck right now, so this matchup is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, this is a terrible hand. I have to mull because, and I probably shouldn't have mulliganed that, but that's part of life, you know. We deal with it later on.
I will also do the same.
You didn't have lands either, did you?
1 land.
Yep, same. Okay, playing a control deck like Aminatou is going to be quite difficult versus like an aggro tempo deck like Phelia. So what I'm keeping is kind of just enough lands and spells for me to try to have this game, at least try to control this game.
Okay, this is a pretty decent opening hand. I got a bit of interaction, which honestly isn't much because it deals with creatures, and I know Aminatou does not have much creatures. But what it does have is Granite Magistrate. Good luck, Benj. Have fun.
Good luck, Khris. Have fun. I would like to first play an Windswept Heath. I'll immediately crack it to go down to 19, and I'm going to go get a Tundra. Already starting out.
Turn 1 action, I see.
Turn 1 action from the control player. No, this is we just need to start fixing our mana. I will just play a Preordain.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna start off with a turn 1 Preordain and see where that goes. I did keep a Temporal Mastery in my opening hand. Ideally, this isn't where you want Temporal Mastery to be. You kind of want it to draw it naturally or to flicker it back, or to draw it back with Aminatou later, put it back on top, maybe make a little miracle action happen, but we're gonna deal with this. Let's see where it goes. All right, so I would look at these 2 cards I have here. I don't hate them, so I will put both of them on top and I will draw this one.
Okay.
And I would like to pass my turn.
Sounds good. Draw for turn. I would like to play a Plains and just fast turn. That's all I can do.
Amazing.
Simple, fair magic.
I like to draw this card that I kind of think you might have known about. I would like
Is
to
it a
play
land?
this Prismatic Vista,
It is a land.
and I'd like to pass my turn.
All right. Draw. I'm going to play another snow-covered plains.
Sure.
And I'm going to attempt to cast Dranic Magistrate.
Turn 2, and I see one of the enemies of any Duel Commander player. Dranith Magistrate! Curse you, Dranith man! Well, Khris played Dranith Magistrate. I'm not sure if I have an answer to this, but I'll just try to play Brainstorm to try to find an answer to this augury. This might mean I will put back the Mastery on top and maybe shuffle it away. Unfortunately, I can't miracle the Mastery off of Brainstorm because I won't have the mana to play it. So, yeah, I will just see where that goes. Hopefully, I get something nice out of that. I actually do not want to see that on board, so I would like to attempt to play a Brainstorm in response.
Brainstorm away.
I need to draw an answer for this Dranith, so I will draw these 3 cards.
That tells me he needs an answer, and he doesn't have it on hand.
This is not good. Oh man, that's actually terrible. So I will...
Yippee!
Oh no, I think the Dranith is gonna stick. Oh man, that's bad.
Well, at least you can just shuffle it away, at least 2 cards away.
I will shuffle... I will put these cards back on top of the library. And I would like to fetch.
Okay.
And I'll get an island. That Dranith honestly messed up a lot of my planning. Not gonna lie.
Good.
Like, a lot of my planning.
In Filipino, you would say, deserve.
The Dranith is unfortunately good.
Here in the Philippine meta, we say yay to control players having bad luck.
Alright, let's try to draw an answer for this Dranith Magistrate. I'll draw this card. It's not what we needed. We need answers still, so I will attempt to play this Undercity Sewers to see this card. It's fine. I'll keep it on top. So I draw Shorikai. This is gonna be a very good late game play, but I still have to deal with this very difficult Dranith on board. I saw a Force of Will, and I'm gonna keep that on top. And I'd like to pass my turn.
On tap. Draw. So this is a good boy. It's gonna hopefully stick for a long time.
This Dranith is really messing everything up.
Can't be that bad. He's just a 3-1-3.
It's horrible, man. It's horrible.
He's a 1-3. It's just a little guy. Hopefully this makes it a bit worse for you. I would like to cast Stoneforge Mist. Alright, Stoneforge. Value. I think being able to outvalue Aminatou is my way and my ticket to make sure that I win this game. Whatever I can get out of Stoneforge, it might be enough to get me this win.
Stoneforge Mystic is going to get something bad for me.
Plenty of options.
You know what? I will just attempt to play this Experimental Augury in response to the Stoneforge Mystic. Let's see if we can draw an answer. So look at these top 3 cards. Okay, I know I said I'm gonna keep this Force of Will on top, but I think this Experimental Augury got me a Supreme Verdict, which I really need to get this stupid Dranith Magistrate off board. So I'm going to put the Force down, regrettably, after surveilling it. Bad sequencing on my end, but anything to get rid of Dranith Magistrate. Let's get rid of this stupid card. I hate seeing it. It turns off my commander. It's very difficult. Yeah, I kept that card on top, but unfortunately, I feel like it's gonna be more useful here. So I'm gonna put these 2 cards down.
Yep.
Put this card onto my hand. And Stoneforge Mystic is good, so you can go ahead and search.
Let's go. So I do have a bunch of options that I can pick from. This deck has a great equipment package. It can play Batterskull, it can possibly even play Cauldra. At this point in the game, I think Dranith is messing you up really
so bad.
Really
it's
badly.
so bad for me.
So having some protection and insurance will be really good. So I will pick out
Oh god.
Okay, I know this Dranith is practically have a target on its head. So something to make sure that it's going to stick back on board might be enough to really muck up his game plan. So getting pre-war Formaware out of Stoneforge, it might be the ticket to really just mess up Benj's game plan. Dranith isn't dead yet, but at least if you do decide to kill it, that isn't exile base, I can get it back. So I'm putting that here.
Okay. That just makes everything so much more problematic.
I want to swing with Dranith.
I'll just take the one from the Dranith.
Second main phase, I would just like to play the backside of Razor Grash Ambush as my land for 3rd. Razor Grash Field, entering tap, and I want to pass through.
I'll untap. I will draw. Well, that's not the most horrible thing in the world. You know what? I'm gonna try to do something. I will force the issue. I'll play this Deserted Beach for white. Tap these two white producing lands. This for blue. And I will Supreme Verdict to force the issue. Turn 4, Verdict. Board wipe. Let's go.
My board's wiped, but look what I have in hand. Pre-war Formalware. Yes! Benj, guess who's coming back?
Alright, sounds good.
Right, sounds good.
Whee!
Fast turn. And I know it's just gonna come back, but
Draw.
we needed that.
You don't know that.
You have a pre-war Formalware.
How did you know that? Alright. And for my land for turn, I would like to play Dust Bowl and
And the pre-war Formalware is back.
you know it.
Sure.
I want you to keep you off your value engine as much as possible, and I think Janice is going to be doing that. Fast turn.
I'd like to untap my... I'll draw for turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go play this scrub land for my turn. Oh, look at this, casually putting in duels in play.
Yep.
I'll tap a black and a blue, and I'm gonna go play a Trial of Ambition to force you to sacrifice a creature.
Fascinating. Interesting. I think that's good.
All right,
Nothing to do today.
and I'll pass my turn.
Holding up mana without casting Aminatou. That is very interesting.
Well, I mean, I could only flicker the Trial, which I don't think is the best thing you can do.
Untap. Draw. I still have my free form up, so it could still get value, thankfully, because of Phelia. But I need Phelia to stick. But I need to confirm that she can stick. So for my land, I would like to play Tectonic Edge.
And I think this is gonna be bad for me if you have that on board. But the question is, are you going to start activating it?
Yep, having Dust Bowl and Tectonic Edge just on the ready feels really good. But at this point, without anything on board, it's not super optimal. So I think I just want to try and grind out value. Let me see if playing Recruiter of the Guard will do anything.
I cannot let this resolve because you can get Solitude, you can get so many things, so I'll have to hard cast or cleave a Wash Away in response.
Oof.
I have Wash Away. Ideally, I'd keep this for the Phelia, but unfortunately, Khris played Recruiter of the Guard. Without really knowing what could be in his deck, Recruiter could get a card that will be difficult to deal with, like Solitude or anything that'll give him value. I think I'll wash this one away, and then we'll just try to find another answer for Phelia.
Okay.
So Wash Away normally just counters the commander for one mana. Unfortunately, the Recruiter forced my hand on that one.
Yep. And I think that should be it in what I want to do. Pastor.
You have exactly Phelia mana up. That's not very reassuring for me. So I'll just attempt to draw this card. I will play this card, the Meticulous Archive. So it's a surveil land. It's both an island and a plains, and I will surveil this card. I'm not sure if I need this at the moment, so I will actually surveil this Omen of the Sea to my graveyard.
Okay.
I know you're gonna cast Phelia anyway, so what I will do is I will play Shorikai Genesis Engine.
Value. All right.
Good value for me too, and I would like to pass my turn.
And you're correct. I would like to flash in Phelia.
Oh no, I'm so surprised.
Cards in hand.
I only have one card in hand.
Okay, and you have activation. You have the ability to activate Shurikai. So I'm going to untap, draw a card. I will be playing my land for turn, which is Snow-Covered Plains, and I would like to enter combat.
Sure.
I would like to swing with Phelia.
Would you like to trigger your Phelia?
Yes, I would.
What are you going to do?
So Phelia, I could choose to exile any target non-land permanent and flicker it until the end of turn.
Oh, the pre-war is disgusting.
And I will be choosing pre-war.
I'm going to respond to that by activating the Shorikai Genesis Engine.
Trigger and a stack.
So I will actually draw these two cards. I'll need to discard one. The pre-war is gonna come back. I know for sure. I'll just put a pilot on the battlefield. I know for sure you're going to be getting the what's his name again? Janet again.
Stoneforge. Janet.
So what I will do is I will actually discard this Orcish Bowmasters to Shorikai because I don't think it's going to be that relevant against you. I would like to move to blocks.
Go ahead.
I'd like to block your Phelia with my pilot.
And that is a 1/1, correct?
Yes.
Great. Okay. That's successfully blocked. Second main phase.
Oh no, here it comes.
I just stop. It's just stuff. Seasoned Engineer.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
All right, now one of the control player's biggest nightmares, the initiative. Seasoned Engineer enters the battlefield, and I'm here to make sure it stays on board and keeps granting me value. I know he doesn't have enough creatures to really try and get the initiative back from me. So making sure that I could go through the whole cycle of the Undercity can practically guarantee me the win.
Yeah, sure. Season is fine.
If it's fine, then I would like to enter
Season Dungeoneer is
Undercity. So
Oh no.
the first section of the Undercity tells me that I can find a basic land and I put it in my hand.
But
So
do you really want to find the basic land, Khris?
You know
I think
what?
you have enough lands in play.
You control players. You make a good point. Putting a slow cover planes in my hand, and I think I should be doing this now. I would like to activate Tectonic Edge.
Sure, that also makes sense. What would you like to smash?
All your colors are pretty fine right now, but I think putting you off black should be fine. Be best. So I would like to take out your Undercity.
That's actually a pretty good card to destroy.
And I think that should be it. On my end step, Phelia triggers, bringing back free formal wear. 2 triggers, so I get to put a +1 on Phelia and bring back your boy. Our boy.
How in the world am I gonna solve this one? Okay.
Pass her in.
Okay, so Khris just had a hell of a turn. He played Seasoned Dungeoneer, which I had 0 answers for, and he brought Dranith back, which I hate him. I hate Dranith Magistrate. Like to untap, and I'd like to draw for turn. That's actually very interesting.
Another balance.
No, it's not exactly balanced, but I think it's going to help me in this game. I'm gonna play this land. I will fetch immediately, just because I know you have what's that card over there? A Dust Bowl, so my lands are not safe. I'm gonna play an Underground Sea.
Okay. Getting your black source again, that's fine.
Okay. And I know you have 3 cards in hand, right?
3 cards in hand.
Sure. I would like to play these 2 for white, and these 2 for regardless of any color. I would like to play a Beza the Boundless Spring.
Interesting. Okay.
So this is going to be a very difficult sequence of plays, but we have Beza. I'll get 4 life. I'll try to put in some board presence. I need to try to find a way to steal the initiative from Khris. It's going to be quite difficult, but Beza's a good start. And maybe I can, once I get this Dranith off board, I can cast my Aminatou, flicker the Beza, get 4 life again, maybe make more creatures. We just need to get anything to get the initiative off board.
Oh, Beza. Oh, that's going to be so annoying. He got so much value back. Thankfully, I have this Parallax Wave just so I can make sure that I can clean up his board as needed, and I can also make sure he does not get the initiative.
What does Beza do?
So Beza does a lot of things, but in this case, it will first gain me 4 life because you have more life than I do. So now we're both at 20. I will put down 2 colorless 2 blue fish since you have more creatures than I do. Unfortunately, and I will actually draw a card because you have more cards than I do.
What a lovely card. All that
Amazing.
in one mana.
So much, right?
All that in one creature.
Yeah, I think this will help stop the bleeding for a while, so I'd like to pass my turn.
All right. Having you off Aminatou is very good, especially with all you have in board. So, thankfully, you didn't remove the Dranith Magistrate.
It's unfortunate, but things had to be done.
Untap. So now that I have initiative and it's on my upkeep, I get to move to Forge.
Would you like to add the counters on who?
Oh, I would love to add counters on who? I would like to add counters on Seasoned Engineer.
Oh man, that's actually really bad.
On the stack.
Yeah, I would like to put that on the stack. I will activate the Shorikai.
Sure again.
I think I need to look for an answer before those things go on. So I will draw 2 cards. Neither of those are very helpful. I will throw down this
sorry.
swamp.
See, can I just reword because I think I wanted this, I think I should be saying Dranith. Sorry.
Ah, yeah, sure.
My +2 on
Dranith
Dranith.
Magistrate. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Dranith gets 2 counters.
Thank you so much.
And then you can draw for turn.
Drawing for turn. Value! Another land. So I can do a few things.
Would you like to blink my Beza with your Phelia? I think that's gonna be very nice.
Good proposition, good proposition. But I think the correct thing to do is to try and swing with Seasoned Engineer. So as Seasoned Engineer attacks, I get to choose it to have protection from creatures, and I get to explore. So you cannot block with your creatures, and I will explore.
Sure.
Okay, so on top, swords.
Would you like to swords your own Dranith? It'll really help me out.
Maybe, but I do want that swords on the top, so I will keep that on top.
Oh,
and
Bez is gonna die.
put +1 on here.
I cannot block, so I'll just take 4 back to 16.
It would have been ideal to be able to attack with Phelia to get another trigger from exiling the Seasoned Engineer, but Beza really is messing up with that. So let's just be patient and try and control the game with Parallax Wave.
Parallax Wave is actually pretty good.
If it's pretty good, I'm gonna put 5 counters on it,
Sure.
and I'll pass turn.
Actually messes up a lot of my plans. I would like to untap. I'd like to draw. Why am I drawing 4 spikes? Short Guy is supposed to filter my hand. Why did I draw 4 spike? It's not useful at all today. Okay, I have a plan, although Khris put Parallax Wave. I'm going to try to force the issue. I'll play Out of Time. Now, ideally, this is a pretty good quote-unquote board wipe because it phases every creature out. With Parallax, you can just eat the creatures in so that my Out of Time doesn't really do anything, but at least it forces the issue with his Parallax. And I think it'll at least buy me some time to draw an answer. I have the Jace in hand. All I need to draw is Tainted Pact. If I have Tainted Pact, this game's over. We cast Jace. That is a horrible card to draw. We're gonna need to find an answer. I'd like to move to combat.
Sounds good?
I'd like to swing with everything I have. So this is 4 creatures attacking.
3 1/1s and a Beza, is that correct?
Yes.
I think I could do this. So, Janet Magistrate is currently a 7-5. I
7?
believe.
Yeah.
7-5.
Sure.
I would like to block Beza with it.
Okay.
Blocking one of the pilot with Phelia. And before damage, I would like to eat 2 of the fishies.
Second activation on the stack. I would like to attempt the Shorikai first.
Go ahead.
That is not helpful at all. I'll put this card down. This one.
Okay.
And I'll create another 1/1 pilot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Let's go to damage. So these ones go away. Beza dies. The pilot dies, but this pilot lives.
Yep.
We have 4 creatures on board, right? I'd like to attempt to play an Out of Time.
Interesting. So I'm in a predicament. Out of Time basically removes my board.
You can, yeah.
But I do have the option with Parallax Wave. I have exactly what I need to clear out my board, so on my turn, I can bring them all back. Rather than having to find an answer for Out of Time. So I think I should be doing that. I would like to try and target first my Seasoned Engineer under Parallax Wave.
Sure.
Next up, Phelia.
Okay.
And lastly, Janet Magistrate.
Yep, so there's a temporary window where the Dranet is gone. I will, unfortunately, I don't think casting Aminatou is the right play here. Time resolves.
After time resolves,
There is 1 counter on it.
as it only is able to phase out the token that came out of Shorikai this turn.
I'd like to pass my turn.
Fun. Untap. Parallax Wave trigger on the stack. Woo!
Flashing the containment for you. Just kidding.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So what that means is that I have a bunch, just 1 ETB, which would be
No, they don't actually ETB. So everything just faces back in, yeah.
not phase. Exile from Parallax Wave.
Yeah. Okay,
So
it'll actually,
season.
yeah. So I'll take 5 from that.
So taking, I choose to take 5 using
Yep.
Trap, and as my turn comes in, I get to archives.
I'll actually respond to the second archive.
Go
I would
ahead.
like to cut down the Dranet. Oh, no, I can't. No. I can't cut it down. I don't have black.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
that's on me. Oh, no.
Okay. So yeah, I get to archives for my turn, and then I get to draw for my turn.
That's what you get for tapping improperly.
All right. So I think I have a few things I could do, but I think for the safety reasons, I think I want to just be swinging. You cannot make a token anymore because Shorikai is tapped.
Yep, but these have entered in, so you can't swing.
You are correct. You are correct. I could just do this. I would like to cast Blade Slicer for 3 mana.
I would, yeah, I can't do anything about the Blade Slicer. That should be good.
As it enters, I get to have a 3/3. Since I can't attack, I just have to be patient. Pass turn.
All right, Out of Time will actually die.
You have a
I
pilot.
have a pilot now,
You have a pilot.
and I will draw. That's a start. I would like to cut down the Dranet Magistrate.
There we go. Can't do anything about that. So actually, Janet, thanks.
I would like to attempt to activate the Shorikai.
Go ahead.
So I'd make a second pilot. I'll draw 2. I will discard this Force Spike that doesn't do anything anymore.
I don't know. Maybe I'll mess up.
I like to play a land for turn.
Gotcha.
Seasoned Engineer is going to be very difficult. I will attempt to long goodbye the Blade Splicer.
Lovely. Long Goodbye is good. It can kill 3 mana or less.
I'd like to play Prismatic Ending, targeting the Phelia.
Prismatic Ending for 2 mana. Phelia goes. I choose to have Phelia go to my command zone.
I'd like to pass my turn and hope for the best for the initiative.
Yep. I guess we'll see.
Let's spin that wheel.
But before we do that,
Maybe I shouldn't have thrown away that Force Spike.
I would like to cast Samwise the Stout Hearted.
Oh no.
So we get to
no.
see my friend again. As Sam enters the battlefield, I get the permanent that entered the graveyard this turn, and I would like to choose.
Of course you would.
This trade. And I get the Grim Temp, so I would like to Ring Temp Sam himself.
Okay. I have very, very few outs to this game, but I need to play into them, so go ahead.
Absolutely. We are still in a pretty grindy game, and anything really can happen. We are still in a pretty decent light totals, but yeah, let's just see how it goes. So the throne of the throne of the dead 3. I get to look at the top 10, and I get to pick a creature.
So while Khris is resolving this is probably where you'd realize that initiative and control decks are really, really bad together.
So let's see what's good.
Okay.
I might whiff. So
Mountain Ice.
creature, land. Not a creature.
Would you like to make anything? Okay.
Land.
8. Come on.
Land. Creature.
Christ.
Let's go.
I hate you right now.
All right. So, Steel Seraph enters the battlefield from the Throne of the Dead 3.
You know, I'm just happy that thing doesn't have haste.
It would be crazy if it did, right?
I'd be dead.
So,
You'll shuffle your whole library,
shuffle
yes?
my library, and I get a draw. Woo! Initiative. How does a control player feel about initiative?
I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like, it just mocks me, man.
It gives a lot of value, and it's not over because Steel Seraph enters with 3 +1/+1 counters. It's huge. Draw for turn.
I still have a few answers to this deck. I
Still, no, don't lose hope. Land for turn. Snow covered plains. Like it's not over. And I would like to
And
still
there's
cast
Granite for like what, the 5th time today?
Weird. Yeah, it just doesn't want to go. He wants to have fun. He's just chilling.
Oh, this is horrible for me.
I would like to enter combat.
Sure.
At the beginning of my combat, I get to activate Steel Seraph, where I could choose a target creature, and it gains a choice of flying, vigilance, or lifelink.
I'm just so glad it doesn't have double strike. Yeah.
I would like to choose lifelink because there's no need for me to like really evade your creatures right now.
Yeah,
because
they're 1/1s.
Oh, I'm also targeting Seasoned Engineer for this.
Sure.
Declaring my attackers. Seasoned Engineer.
You can explore,
I get to explore.
and I cannot block.
Reverend Mantra.
Wow.
So dealing 4 and gaining 4.
I'm down to 7.
So for my second main phase, I think that should be it. Oh wait, sorry. Can I just swing with my 50? Sorry. Can I go
Yeah.
Because
that's
I
fine
might as well
also.
because I'm swinging with 50.
I'm actually just gonna go block one of them.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And then yeah.
All right. I'll untap and pray for an answer.
Yeah.
Draw this card. That is not it. Let's make a second pilot and let's start digging for answers. Shorikai. I will draw 2 cards. That's not it either.
Woo!
Actually, that can be it, and I realized it. I'm gonna put this Rafine's tower down.
Sure thing. You could have cycled that.
We could have, but we can also
Do this.
play a Lorien Revealed. Cycle a Lorien Revealed.
Oh, okay, I thought you said go. Okay.
I'm going to go get a Mystic Sanctuary,
Ah.
and I will target Supreme Verdict.
Ah.
So we do have,
Yeah. Like you said, you have outs.
I'd like you to cut this.
What?
And I would like to play a land for turn, which is the Mystic Sanctuary.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I already drew because of the Shorikai, because that's how I got the Lorien. I will get the... Actually, no, let's see.
Yeah, you have options.
I have options.
Like you did a lot.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can do this, but we get the Preordain.
Interesting.
Because unfortunately, we cannot draw it. We just have to...
Go ahead.
Draw with this.
Huh. Okay.
So I will cast Jace Field
because
of
you didn't have enough
Mysteries.
mana.
Unfortunately, yeah, because I had to keep cycling.
Gotcha.
I'll activate Jace to mill you 2 cards, and I will draw the Preordain.
That is absolutely fair. Flage. Just kidding.
I'm gonna go cast the Preordain.
Okay, that's good.
Please be Tainted Pact. Neither of them are Tainted Pact. That's my only out. If we get a Tainted Pact, we win.
What? Oh yeah, right.
No, just kidding.
Well, yeah, you need a turn. You need a turn. Was that tape back?
It buys me a turn. Go ahead. I have been bought a turn.
I will just want. I would like to. Nope, wrong way. Whoopsie. I would like to try and cast Phelia.
I'd like to reprieve the Phelia to draw a card.
Sure, draw a card.
Go ahead.
I don't think you have enough more creatures. I'm just going to
Yep,
swords.
that's game.
Yep, I think just being able to swing through with everything that I have, just cleaning your blockers is just the way to get this win.
This game's over. Let's go to game 2.
Game 2. Let's go. All right,
All right, Chris,
Benj.
good luck.
Good luck.
Let's try
Game
it.
2.
Let's see if I can squeak out a win here at game 2.
Let's see if I can bark out another win.
Bark out another win.
Oh, stupid. I'm
Oh
so
my
sorry.
gosh. I am mulliganing this hand.
I believe I should be doing the same thing. What I have is a bunch of removal that's mainly aimed towards like
Creatures.
creatures. And now that I know your deck, I don't think this is going to be.
I had
enough.
7 spells.
However, however, it has everything I need. And if I want to be patient, I think I can like make this work. So I think I will just still keep it.
Great. My opponent is on 7. I am on 6 on the play. This is not looking good for Aminatou the Fate Shifter.
This hand has a lot of interaction, and most of it is very creature-based. But I think this is enough. I have a bit of interaction. I have a bit of protection. Might be able to let Phelia through. Just put on pressure through Phelia, just trying to bite Benj.
You and dogs.
I love dogs. Dogs are cool.
Not those kinds of dogs, man. All right. Pulling down to 6. This seems terrible, but I guess we gotta play it. I'm gonna keep this one, and I'm not sure. I will just bottom a card. Alrighty then, game 2. We're gonna try to keep this hand. I'm only keeping it because I have Tivit Seller of Secrets. Now, Tivit is actually one of my main commanders, but playing Aminatou, we do need some quote-unquote win conditions in the deck aside from the combo. So what I'm going to try to do here is to just ramp and cast Tivit. Ironically, by that logic, you just play Tivit in your command zone instead, but we're playing Aminatou. We want to flicker things. So we're going to try to build Tivit up, maybe get enough presence on board, control it and long enough, and enough Tivit. Tivit is a 6/6 Ward 3 flying body that makes treasures and clues. Hopefully that'll give us an advantage coming in later.
All right.
All right, Chris, you good?
I'm good.
Good luck, have fun. I'll play
luck, have
Windswept Heat and predictably pass the turn as a control player.
Let's go. Hey, last turn you bamboozled me. You played a
A Baleful Strix?
What's it called?
A Preordain.
Preordain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the dick or something. I will play for my land for turn, so cover planes and cast Giver of Runes.
That's really bad for me, so I'll attempt to look for an answer by cracking this Windswept Heat, and I will look for a Meticulous Archive. We need to deal with this Giver of Runes and hope that its mom doesn't show up later too.
It's giving.
It's not giving.
It's giving.
It's ruining. It's ruining my plans. All right, from this Surveil land, I will Surveil this card. That's actually interesting. I think I will keep this card on top. Good?
Good. Sounds good. Last win.
And so, draw this card that mysterious, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
will play this Bloodstained Mire and I'll pass my turn.
Untap. Draw. I think I'll just be playing this. So cover planes. And I'll pass turn. That's all I want to do.
At your end step, I would crack this Bloodstained Mire to look for a second Surveil land, shocker. I would look for an Undercity Sewer.
Sounds good.
You're actually winning the race. I'm down to 18.
Yes! In the world of Magic, lower life total mean good. I mean bad.
Then I will Surveil away this card.
You don't know that.
I actually do not think I need this right now. So I'm going to throw this card to my graveyard. Memory Deluge. Just get the value off it later.
Later. Way later.
I will draw this card for my turn. I would play this land. It's a basic plains and I'd like to pass.
Alright. I think I just want to try and flash in Phelia.
I would like to attempt to wash that away.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye, Phelia.
Bye, doggy.
The past few turns, all I've been doing is surveilling away cards that I think are good. Khris is developing his board. I'm gonna try to just get this Spell Seeker on board later on. Maybe I'll get a balance, maybe I'll get a dam. All I need to prioritize is just controlling the board. So my plan here is to keep up interaction with my counter spell. I have a wash away for the Phelia. And then I have the Spell Seeker that I can play. Thinking ahead, I'm gonna try to get damned or a board wipe just so that I'll stabilize the board. See you later.
Which is a shame because that still means that you have 2 mana open for next on my turn.
I mean, one of them's white.
One of them is
It's not
white.
2 blue mana.
On my turn, I thankfully still have this giver that's not protecting anything.
It's not giving anymore.
It's not giving. It's just not giving. I would like to try and cast Malevolent Bodyguard.
Benevolent Bodyguard is okay.
Sounds good.
Yep, that's good.
Tempting to cast Skull Clamp.
Skull Clamp is pretty bad for me, but I think I'll live with it. That's fine.
And I'm just going to attach the Skull Clamp on Giver Fruits.
Great.
It's now a 2-1, and I would like to pass turn.
I'd like to untap and I'd like to draw a card.
Okay.
I'm gonna play this Godless Shrine and I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Maybe I should be swinging. Untap
Maybe
draw.
you should.
I would like to play Sheffet Dunes. And yeah, you know what? I should be starting to swing. I'm going to attempt to swing with Giver Fruits.
I'd like to take 2.
And I'll pass turn. I'll
untap. I'd like to draw. I can already feel that Phelia is coming, so I'm gonna maybe play a little setup, play this land, and I would like to cast a Spell Seeker.
Okay.
So Spell Seeker would allow me to look for an instant or sorcery with a mana value 2 or less, and I'm going to look for a Damned.
Okay. I go ahead because
Would you like to do anything on this?
No. Because yun, yeah. I was thinking like if ever, but yeah.
So I will get a
Because
Damned.
you could have gotten something like Counterspell. You could have gotten something like Balance. But if
Balance does not work against you right now because
Yep.
the Spell Seeker is on the battlefield also.
Yep.
So I don't think Balance is the right play. All right, and I'd like to pass my turn. Put the Dam to my hand.
Right. On your end step, let's see what you got. I'm gonna try and cast Phelia again. How much do you hate this dog?
I'm worried about you playing potentially Armageddon, but I think I'll let Phelia resolve for now and deal with the problem later.
That makes me think you're more afraid of an Armageddon than a dog.
You did just see me get a board wipe to my hand, so
True. You're getting ready.
yeah.
But draw.
You are gonna draw cards when your Giver of Runes dies, so.
Absolutely. I would like to play Snow-Covered Flamethrower in hand. So, I think what I want to do is that I don't think I'm going to get any more value from Benevolent Bodyguard if I believe that Dam is coming. So,
Damn.
I would like to Skull Clamp my Benevolent Bodyguard.
Alright, drawing 2 cards.
Equip trigger on the stack.
Yep. You'd like to draw 2 cards, sure.
Draw 2.
Maybe I should have just gotten Balance instead.
Your thought process made sense. I think I'm just going to swing. I'm going to swing with Phelia.
Would you like to activate the Phelia?
I actually don't, because the potential of you keeping Dam in your hand rather than making me potentially mess up my board is very risky. So I think I just want to swing with that.
I will just attempt to block with my Spell Seeker.
Sounds good.
You have served your purpose. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Have a good day. And on my end step, on my second main phase, I would like to attach Skull Clamp on Phelia.
Oh no, it's gonna draw cards.
Well, that's the hope. We'll see what you do. If ever you decide to Dam, then I get value. If you didn't, then I still have Phelia with a Skull Clamp and Giver on board. I think that's really it. I'm gonna pass turn.
I'd like to untap and draw for a turn. Play this, and you probably saw it coming, so I think we just gotta roll with it. That's 2 white. This is 2 regardless. Let's overload a Dam.
All right. I would like to give protection from black. That proceeds.
And then draw 2 cards.
Killing Phelia and Giver of Runes. Skull Clamp trigger. Drawing 2 cards.
Pass my turn.
So I have a lot of cards in hand. Not really for your deck, but
Yay!
at least I have a lot of cards. That's good, right?
Yeah, more cards is good. I have 3. I'm a control player. I'm not supposed to have 3.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, like 6, right?
Surprisingly. So who's winning? Who's really winning this game? Control player.
Actually, it's you. Not gonna lie.
So what I want to do is play Mutavault for my land return. And I think I need to muck up the board again because I feel like you already put so much effort into having a board wipe. So I want to play Emergency Displacer?
Sure, I can't really do anything about that at the moment.
Emergency Displacer is good.
Yep.
And Stoneforge Mystic.
That one I feel like I'd need to counter. So
There we
I'll play
go.
Lose Focus. You can choose to... It'll resolve if you pay 2 more.
Interesting.
You have a mana type. He has a mana type.
Let's go! Aminatou. Who's the control player now?
I hate you.
Let's go!
Go draw your... Go trigger Stoneforge Mystic. So, okay. Khris is committing to the board. He had Stoneforge Mystic. He had a lot of problems. Problematic things. I am going to just board wipe with the dam that he knows about. So he played very well knowing that it's there by equipping his Skull Clamp to his creature so that he'll value and draw cards. As a control player, I'm really uncomfortable with the fact that Khris has 7 cards in hand and I have like 2. This is bad, but we'll try to see. Our commander's all about generating value. We'll make this go later on.
All right, Stoneforge again. We saw in the last game that Stoneforge can practically win me the game through just the sheer value it can accumulate. Let's hope she can do it again.
And now that I have that trigger, it is interesting because now last game I had Janet Magistrate to actively put pressure on you. This game, I actually don't know what I can really get to really put you like in the dead zone. I could get
And
Battle Skull.
and that mana type is hilarious, not gonna lie.
Just a
It's
random
like,
mana type.
why would you even have that?
Because I'm a white mono white deck. You don't like that?
No! Are you gonna hit me with that?
I mean, it would be funny. It would be so funny if there's just like a random clip. Bonk. And I think I do want the exert pressure, so I'm gonna try and get
Oh, this Battle Skull is gonna be very difficult. Okay, it's a living weapon too.
And I think that's good on my end. So
Okay, so we are going to need to try to solve this problem. So I'm gonna try my best to try to get this out.
pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. I would like to play this land for turn. I would like to tap 6 for you to say hello to one of your oldest friends. Tivit, Celery Secrets.
No!
My OG commander.
Oh my god.
Alright, here's the big moment. We cast Tivit. It's like we're playing Tivit instead of our Aminatou as our commander. Maybe that's what we should have done today instead of play Aminatou, but this is what we decided to go with today. So the sequence I have here is I'll cast Tivit. So when Tivit enters, he'll make 2 treasures. Whatever Khris decides, my next play would be to play Aminatou to flicker the Tivit. That will then make more treasures, and hopefully this advantage in resources will help lead later on. Plus, it's a 6/6 ward 3 flyer.
Tivit has a lot of history with me. We have a lot of history with Tivit.
You can tell that Khris and I have played this so many times.
The amount of games that I've matched up with you, and you had Tivit just staring me down against my little dog.
Oh my god, Tivit. Okay, he could practically swing this game back into his favor, and I really cannot do that.
How
So
dare
I'm
you.
assuming since you've already used your mana type, Tivit is going to be good.
Sadly,
Upon entering the battlefield, Tivit has actually a trigger wherein we will both vote. I get to vote twice because, like the Philippine elections, this is totally unfair. So,
editor, keep that.
wait.
Go.
Okay. So
Editor.
Tivit has a trigger wherein, like any other system of voting, it's actually unfair and skewed towards me.
Yep.
I will get to vote twice every time I vote, and both of us will vote to give me a treasure and a clue. Or a clue. So I will vote to give myself 2 treasures.
And I think I do have to give you that clue. Well, actually, you have a lot of mana already, so I don't think giving you a clue would be beneficial for me. I think I do have to give you that clue. Whatever you do with that mana, it really is up to you.
So you're giving me a clue. Or
No, sorry, treasure.
I will take this treasure. I will actually use two of the treasures and one of my mana to cast my commander, Aminatou the Fate Shifter.
That's good.
So what I will do is I will use her -1 ability to exile another permanent I own, which is Tivit, and then Tivit will come back to the battlefield.
Value!
So we will do the voting again, but this time I'll give myself a treasure and a clue.
All right. And I think this time I do need to give you a clue.
Perfect. And I'd like to pass my turn.
If I chose to give you a clue last time, you still had open mana.
I would have still cast Aminatou regardless. Yeah.
So either way, that's fine. Untap. Draw. That last turn really shifted the tides.
I'm still down 4 HP, you know. It's still very difficult for me to come back, but
Yeah. What did we say? That's the true test of magic. The lowest life you lose.
well, here's the problem. I have 8 card in hand, you have 7. So I don't know how I'm gonna win this game still.
That is indeed a fact. And I think I need to use a lot of my mana to try to deal with that pivot. Which I think I need to do. Let's see. I would like to try Destroying Evil, which that thing is. For 2 mana, I can destroy a target creature with 4 or greater, but sadly, you had Ward.
I was gonna just say so. Would you like to pay the 3 to destroy the Tivit?
What if I don't?
Then it gets countered.
Damn it.
No!
I would like to pay 3.
Tivit goes bye-bye. How is he gonna destroy evil? He literally destroyed evil. God damn it, Khris. God damn it.
Haha, I destroyed your evil.
You having that on board is going to be really bad. You can reanimate it, but I don't know if you can right now.
I'm not sure that's the kind of Aminatou deck we're playing with at the moment. Yeah.
Really? Interesting. Well, let's see what else I can do to deal with Aminatou, because I feel like that's also going to be a pain to deal with right now. I would like to attach
Skull Clamp. Yep, that's fine.
And I would like to swing.
Sure. Who are you swinging at?
Stoneforge on Aminatou. Displacer. It'll draw the Displacer on you.
I guess I'll just have to take it. So I'll put Aminatou back in the command zone.
Right?
I'll take 3 from the Displacer.
Sounds good. And I think that's it. I have the pass turn.
I will untap and I'll draw it for a turn.
Okay.
Would you believe that? I drew a Temporal Mastery.
Oh my god.
Set that up.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
Because he played. Oh, damn.
I gotta be honest, like, Temporal Mastery in the deck is just there because Aminatou +1s, draws a card, puts something back. It's a quote-unquote miracle. But I needed a miracle at this point in time. And my prayers were answered. Temporal Mastery. I will just try to dig for more answers. I'm just gonna keep trying to draw cards, draw myself out of the situation, and maybe, you know, we'll find an answer. But yeah, Temporal Mastery. Who would have thunk? Good card. So I actually have an extra turn because of that one. Unfortunately, I will just call this Esper Ramp because I'll just play my land for a turn.
You can do those 2 things. You have clues. You have clues.
I'm just gonna go crack so that I don't draw a land again.
Okay.
So I'll take this one. It's a Tundra. Or yeah, I'll just draw for the Tundra.
Okay.
What can I do during this turn? Cut. So I have an extra turn because of this. But I think this turn we'll just try to do a bunch of setup. So I'm going to go cast my Aminatou back. So it enters with 3 loyalty again.
Oh.
I will use its +1 ability to... Actually, no. I will use its -1 ability to flicker the Scrubland. To flicker the Meticulous Archive. And all I want to do is to just manipulate my top deck.
Interesting.
So I will flicker my Meticulous Archive. It'll enter. I will surveil.
Sounds good.
This is a good card, but I don't think we need it right now, so I will put it to the graveyard. I would like to use a treasure and my remaining mana, and I would like to sack one of my clues.
Okay.
I drew this card, which does not help. Well, that's all I can do for this turn. Let's go take the second turn.
This seems like a scam.
It was a pretty good scam. I would like to draw for this turn. That's not what we need at the moment. Let's see. I'm gonna go float this mana. And I'll just sack my remaining clue.
Go ahead.
We need to draw something nice. That's actually not that bad. I would like to plus my Aminatou this time.
All right.
I will draw a card, and I'll put a card back at the bottom.
On the bottom? Or?
I mean, on top of my deck.
Sounds good.
And I'd like to pass my turn.
All right.
So what did we do with our extra turn? Nothing. We drew Mental Misstep. What are we misstepping here? Maybe this is bad. Okay, I'm gonna cycle away this card. And I think I have Teferi's Protection. I don't know if I should use this right now or if I should wait till I get balance, because that's actually gonna turn the game around if I get balance in Death Pro. See, the problem with like an aggressive deck like Khris is he can just keep applying pressure, get more value, continue to outgrind me, and I'm just trying to answer everything. And I'm not drawing the win conditions. I'm drawing the wrong answers for Chris's very tough questions.
Pretty scary on what you've pretty much shown me already. Going to my turn.
Sure.
Untap. Draw.
That That temporal mastery was insane. Not gonna lie.
You taking an extra turn. That is. Oh my god. I know you're an Aminatou deck. I just wasn't expecting a proper like miracle deck.
To be honest, that's the only miracle card in the deck. I could put in a Terminus, but
I mean, you know,
that was hilarious.
you teach those Felden players. Okay. Now that I see that the threat is Aminatou, I can still keep on swinging at it, but let's put some pressure on you as well. Let's take out a few cards in your hand if ever you do have it. I would like to cast Council's Judgment.
I would like to attempt to play Teferi's Protection just to disappear, but I'll hold priority and I'll cycle this Rafine's Tower to draw a card.
Gotcha. All right. I have to actually still vote for an online tournament, but you don't exist, so I can't pick anything from you. So Council's Judgment pretty much fizzles. Since you're gone.
Since you're gone,
I'll just dirtle around. Let me think about what I want to do.
I really didn't want to use the Tefbrot because I thought I could draw balance and win the game on the spot. But
Right.
I feel like I had to save my board.
That's filthy control player thinking. No, not here. Not here. I honestly think I just have to pass turn.
All right, I survive another day. I will draw for turn. That is a horrible draw, but I'll draw it anyway. I will plus my Aminatou to draw a card.
Gonna put back another miracle.
I will put this down.
Okay.
And then I would like to immediately fetch because that card was terrible. Let's go put down a Hollowed Fountain because we don't want to take any more life. And I just like to pass my turn.
All right. On your end step, I would like to activate Stoneforge's ability.
Sure.
So I have the option to put equipment into my hand. And this has been on my hand for the longest time. You know about it, it's Batterskull.
Batterskull. I can't really do anything about that, so sure. We'll take it.
Batterskull enters with a living weapon trigger on the stack. It comes in with attached to as OO's germ.
Yep, that's good. That's not scary at all. Sure.
Right?
Yep.
So being a 4/4, that's really good.
We still need to draw our win cons here.
Eldrazi Displacer.
Sure.
This provides colorless, diba?
Yes, that's colorless, yeah.
Triggering Eldrazi Displacer. Flickering Stoneforge.
That is absolutely disgusting. I can't do anything. Wait, no, I don't want to do anything about it. Go.
So it enters back into my battlefield tap, but what matters is I get a trigger from Stoneforge again.
I should not have let that happen.
So this gives me options on what I want to do. Again, I have a great equipment package, but at this point, outgrinding you is the best because I can't kill you fast enough right
I
now.
still can't believe that deck had Destroy Evil. Like, I kept that opening hand with Divot just because I thought it could win with that one.
Honestly, it's you take what you can get. You'll be surprised with how many removals that Mono White actually has that actually is efficient and flexible. I think the best thing I could get right now is pre-war Formaware. I can get a few things back from my grave, but
This is bad. This is so bad.
What? You don't like Friends? I love Friends.
There are a few ways for me to win this game, but I think
Yeah,
I've exhausted too many resources already.
Oh, they can untap and draw for turn.
You should untap your Stoneforge.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Untap, draw for turn. Oh look, a win con, kinda. Urza Saga.
Oh no.
The longest win con in this freaking deck. Vendors with a one lore counter. I really do want Aminatou off board. You have a bunch of things that you can protect it with, but you can cast it again. But I think forcing you to cast it with having no mana on board would be best. So what I want to do is I'm gonna tap Urza Saga for mana, and I'm going to attach it to Eldrazi Displacer. Trigger on this equipment ability on the stack.
That's fine. I can't do anything about that.
And I know this looks weird, but I do need it off board. I would like to, before combat, I would like to activate actually.
Need a vault. Yep.
Need a vault. So now I do want that off board, and the safest option is to double swing. So I think I should do that. I would like to enter combat.
Sure.
Both by Batterskull and my Eldrazi Displacer to Aminatou, my Meteor Vault to you, and I think that should be it.
I would like to Swords to Plowshares the Eldrazi Displacer.
On this swords on the stack. It has to be another one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Would you like to flicker the Battle Skull?
Good point. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
It
so
gets exiled.
Aminatou's dead. I'll actually opt to put
Gain
Aminatou to the graveyard.
Sounds good. I gain 4 up to 24.
Yep.
Take 2 from
Take 2 from the down to 9.
and on my second main,
So many cards that I need to draw just to come back out of this.
I would like to attach Skull Clamp on
Stoneforge Mystic.
Stoneforge. Well, actually, yes, Stoneforge. It has to be.
Yep, that's fine.
And I think that should be it. My vote back as land.
Right.
That's
I'll
right.
untap, I'll draw.
This Skull Clamp is putting in the work. It is going in overdrive and practically makes Benj's decisions very difficult. No matter what he does, unless it's exiled, I can keep grinding value.
It's not horrible. This Battery Skull's messing me up.
Yep.
Pass my turn.
Oh, this is Vigilant Blast. Sorry.
Yeah,
This
sure,
is
no
Vigilant
worries. I'd like to pass my turn.
I think I can just do this. I would like to activate
Sure.
Soulforge. Bring back Pre-War Formal Wear.
What are you bringing out?
That's a thing.
Recruiter of the...
I wish I had a recruiter. Sadly, I only have 2 things, which is Giver of Runes and Benevolent Golem Guard. Both, they're pretty good, but I think
Giver of Runes.
repeated protection is
Yeah,
best.
I think in response to this one, I will attempt to Fatal Push the Battery Skull.
Makes sense.
The Germ.
That's good because the Germ is 0 mana value.
I'm pretty much dead on board if you have other ways, but go ahead.
Well, I guess we'll see. Untap. How much? Oh, you're
down to 9.
You're down to 9. I have a. Hold on. Okay,
That's-
let's get to it. Drawing for turn. I would like to play my land.
Saga 2?
Saga goes on 2, and I play my land. So there is ways to kill you right now. I could attach Battle Skull, which I should be doing, and I should be attaching it. Equipping it. I know it's a lot, but if you have nothing on board on your hand and you already put effort to killing the Battle Skull's Germ, I think I can try and equip Battle Skull for 5 to give her Runes.
Yep, that gives it +4. With the pre-war, that's plus...
6. That would be 6 plus 1 plus itself, so it would be a 7-2.
Yep,
And this is a 2-1.
yep, that's 9 damage.
All right, Battle Skull is ready to swing. I'm counting my creatures. I think this is enough. Swing for the win. Hope there's no interaction.
Let's see if you have something. I would like to enter combat.
Go ahead.
Oh, just to be safe. I don't know. I don't
swing
know.
it over
Yeah, you're a control player. You can have anything you want. And I would like to enter combat.
All right.
Swing.
I would like to respond by scooping. Good game.
Good games.
I had nothing.
Oof.
Too long.
Yes, let's go. Doggies for the win. Doggies. Yeah.
What a winning style.
Dogs.
Aminatou. You know, maybe someday we'll get a win on this show. Today is not that day. GG's. How did you find the game, Khris?
Riveting. I'm very happy.
Oh, you and your dogs always winning in style.
Well, you can't really beat the dogs. It's so much powerful synergy, so much powerful value. It is crazy to think that a mono white deck can do this in our meta.
Yeah, and honestly, it's pretty good. MH3 has brought in multiple new commanders, multiple new cards for our meta. In the ever-evolving world of Duel Commander, it's beautiful to see decks like Phelia rise against former titans like Aminatou.
Absolutely. Even just being able to keep up is just like a testament to how powerful Magic has been growing and how powerful you could and the powerful cards that you could be playing in Duel Commander.
Yeah, and if you're somebody who's on a budget or if you're somebody who wants to get into the format, Phelia, I would say, is one of the best decks to go about it. It's mono-colored, it's quite, it has a very high skill ceiling, but it also rewards you for the longer you play and learn this deck. So it's beautiful that we saw that in action, and I'm happy to have had this match with you today, Khris.
Absolutely, and that's not knock Aminatou down. Aminatou is still one of the best decks that you could be playing in Duel Commander. So much powerful cards, such a great testament of what control actually is.
Well, maybe next time we can see a Reanimator on this channel, but maybe that's something we can ask you, the viewers of Singles Only. What kind of decks do you want to see in the next few episodes? we'll check our comments and we might have something in store for you. Because here at Singles Only, we want to make sure that the Duel Commander format and the community get featured so that we'll always have the best support for this format. So yeah, that is it for today's episode of Singles Only. I'm Benj.
I'm Khris.
And thank you for watching here at Card Pro.
Let's go.